I want to talk about a horse race that's getting a lot of press. It's the 2008 presidential race right now in primaries. And this is about the idea of a brokered convention. Okay, so the idea of a brokered convention is that they'll actually decide who's the nominee at the convention. And this looks likely at the moment. Likely may be too strong a word for reasons I'll get into in a second. But at the moment, it looks likely because Obama and Clinton are neck and neck. And if they're within, a few hundred delegates, then of each other, then these so-called superdelegates, party insiders, they get to vote without being pledged, will end up deciding at the convention who the candidate is. And I'm sort of eager to see this happen. Uh, Not because I think it's good or bad for the political process, but just because I think politics is entertainment. Yeah, I know it's supposedly a lot more serious than that, but I could get into that in another video. In short, I think politics is a symptom. The solutions are going to come in the culture, and the politics will follow. So anyway, a lot of Democrats are really worried about this, like Donna Brazile has said that if it's a brokered convention that's decided by those superdelegates, she'll leave the party, et cetera, et cetera. Democrats are really worried about this. You could see this on the Republican side as well, at least in the expressed reasons that Mitt Romney has dropped out to let McCain be the nominee and really start his national campaign. Of course, Mitt might had other reasons to get out. It didn't look like he had a very good statistical chance to win. He's spending his own money, and by getting out now, no doubt he may have been able to get some concession from McCain, maybe in a McCain cabinet or whatever. He has McCain's help in 2012, whatever. But it's kind of funny because on the Democratic side, here's the issue. Democrats have the reputation of not being fighters. Among conservatives, they have the reputation of not being willing to fight for their country that they want to represent. Among progressives and liberals, they have the reputation of not fighting for their professed beliefs. It would be good for Democrats to be seen as fighting for something, except that maybe, it's like people, let's say you meet someone and you just want them to be honest. You're like, you know what, I don't care what you think, just please be honest, just tell me what you really feel. But then if they tell you what they really feel, maybe they know something about themselves you don't, and really, if you did know how they actually felt, it would be worse. And this is the thing about Democrats. They need to show that they can fight, but what if they actually can't? And that's the problem, really, is a fight between Democrats is a lot like a hair-pulling match. And it's gross. Even as fights go, it doesn't make the person look strong if they fight like that. And so that's kind of what the Democrats are facing there. They don't know how to fight in public. They're much better at backroom deals. And, it's not really that surprising. But it's funny because the Republicans don't have that problem. They know how to fight in public. And even when they look nuts to me, they do a better job at their basic fighting than the Democrats, sufficiently that the American people are impressed with their fervor and their commitment, and they come across as people with values, even though those values are antithetical to a lot of the people that are subsequently impressed in the American public. They don't necessarily agree. They're not fundamental Christians, but they respect the fundamental Christians, principles. And Democrats just can't get this, and probably because they don't know how to fight in a respectful way. They don't know how to fight in a way that gives pride to the people involved, that shows their strength of character. So I still want to see it. I don't care if it makes the party go down in flames. I actually suspect that it could help the Democratic Party, and maybe they wouldn't look like fools fighting strongly. That they could realize that, hey, if we take this as a chance to fight for principle, this is an opportunity to stay in the press.